Yeah, that's the rod's out. Good morning and welcome to the Dan Goes Outdoors YouTube channel. If you haven't watched any of my videos before, feel free to subscribe. Yeah, we just went over 4,000, which felt brilliant, you know, and I thank everybody for subscribing, and special thank you to those who have watched from the start and watch my videos every week, chatting the same rubbish and catching the odd fish here and there. Yeah, thank you to you guys. I'm out pike fishing today on a local river, and it is a fairly recognisable spot with the motorway being there, so if you know where it is, please keep it out of the comments. Let's not put too much pressure on this water. And yeah, sometimes people kind of blame YouTubers a bit for spots getting too fished, but if you know where it is from my video, you must have been here before, or you kind of knew where it was anyway. So yeah, let's just keep it on a down low. Yeah, I catch the odd fish from this stretch, and I've caught in this swim before. I don't particularly fancy it that much. It's a little bit shallow, a little bit pacey, but I've caught a fish here, so yeah, we'll give it a go for sort of half an hour, 40 minutes, and then we'll move to some of the other swims. I'll try and get in about 4 spots today if I can, and I did plan on being here a lot earlier, but you just cannot drive around my area now without hitting traffic lights, temporary traffic lights, and stuck behind one step for about 40 minutes. I did set off at 7:30, but it's more like 9 now, which absolutely sucks to lose that time, but that's happened. We're here now, we're getting on with it. Got a mackerel on one rod, pollen on the other, just fishing relatively close in. I went a little bit further out to get a bit more depth. But yeah, I'm confident that if we move along these swims, at some point, hopefully, I always say hopefully, we'll bump into a fish. Right, got to tidy this mess away, see what the day brings. Mince pie review coming up later. Do not worry, I've got another one in the bag. Yeah, as promised, I gave it sort of 30-40 minutes here since I've caught from it before, but nothing's happened, so we'll move to the next one. Okay, right hand rod, right hand rod. Feels good, feels good. I've got to hit with some weight there. Keep going after it. Try and spin you guys round so you don't miss this. Fish came off. I mean, it is a really big bait, so it's easy to see why in a way. You know, maybe not a very good strike. But when I came up to move the camera, the line must have whipped round the branches of that tree round there. And I think in all of that, it's just come off, hasn't it? Oh, that's annoying. It's really annoying. Couple of little teeth marks there, but it did feel quite big to begin with. I'm not sure. Let's get it back in. Yeah, I gave it another sort of half an hour here after losing that fish, but nothing's happened, so again, we'll move on. Hungry. Left hand rod, left hand rod. Nothing there. I do wonder if that was even a fish at all, because I had it out in a current. The line was really tight, and even like a crayfish messing with it, which looks like has happened, could have released the clip, and then the current would just do the rest, pulling the line out. So I don't know. Yeah, I didn't feel any fish or any sort of running or moving at all after that initial clip getting pulled out. Oh well, put it back out there, give it another 10-15. Right, let's be on the move again then. Well, today's not going great. Not only have I lost a fish, potentially missed a fish there, but I've also hooked myself pretty bad and now I am bleeding. So yeah, going great. Mince pie review coming up. Let's do this then. Let's jump in to the mince pie review. Here she is. Couplands this time. I don't know if you have Couplands down south. We've got them up north. Bakeries, like a bakery chain. And that's their offering. I did go in and they had some like fancy mince pies laid out and I was going to go for them, but then I saw just the bag of standard ones. And I even forced myself not to pick a bag. I was like, just take the first one. This has got to be fair. And yeah, there she blows. and I'm liking the look of it, you know. I much prefer them like this. Those sort of thin, flat ones aren't for me, you know. I like my pies how I like my women, basically. I like them thick like that. That is yeah, thing of beauty. We'll see how it tastes. I have had one at work already, I will admit this, and there were a few faults with that one, but we'll judge it by this one. So I'm seeing a little bit of icing sugar on top. That's earned an extra 0.1 of a point already, as you know. Let's get into it. Good exit, you know. That freed itself easily. It didn't require any peeling or force, and it's held. Yeah, right, big bite, at least half on the first bite. Let's go. Quite sweet. Good flavour though on the mince. And for the first time in these reviews, I'm finally getting a little bit of a boozy hum coming from that mincemeat. They've all lacked that so far. I don't know if that's like a new thing, but you know, I remember I used to eat mince pies and be like, "Ooh, that's nice." But none of them had that. This one has. But look at the gap between the lid and the filling. Man's been done there. If this thing was thick and filled all the way, man, it'd be getting like a 9 or something. But it's not, is it? So let's go in for another one. Let's just do it. Kestrel. Something in the mincemeat then burst in my mouth, like one of the currants or something, and that was delicious. I just feel like it could be done better. Good pastry though, quite buttery the pastry. I'm tasting the butter as if I'm eating like Scottish shortbread or something. Yeah, I'm into that, yeah. I didn't rate it much in the shop, but maybe it's because I'm out on a cold bank, but then I'm eating them all on a cold bank, so that's only fair. I've got another one. Yeah. Okay, let's do it, like, I'm gonna say, what was it? The M&S Frangipan one got an 8. Can't remember the other ones. I did another one at work. I did a Booths one. Again, I don't know if you have Booths down south for like a posh supermarket chain up here. My mate from work bought some in, and I had one of them, and I think I put it at something like 7.4. Yeah, 7.4 I feel comfortable with. It was one of the thin flat ones. It wasn't really up to much. And what's telling is there were 4 of them. That was like a week ago. There's still one sat in the staff room, so yeah, people aren't rating them. I'll have it anyway. Right, let's get back to this one. So I'm gonna put it at I can't give it more than that M&S one, but I think I can give it 7.8 plus 0.1 for this. Yeah, 7.9. I think it's in second. Yeah, I'm comfortable with that. That Kestrel is really good. 7.9. Coupland 7.9. It's done, it's said, we're out. It's second. Boom. Can I get a fish? Can I? Hell. On the move again. One last move, one last throw of the dice, chance to save this day. Yeah, I only can think that moving is the best thing I can do to get a bite to happen. Sure, you can mess about with trying different baits, different rigs, maybe swap from a ledge to a float, something like that. But I think ultimately the biggest thing you can do to change your luck is to move swims. So yeah, one last go, and then that's me going home, unfortunately. I'll just show you that. That's why I use really strong braid. I was snagged for a moment there, but by pulling hard with a heavy braid, I've bent that hook slightly and it's managed to free itself. I'm gonna call it a day on the filming now because it's about to be too dark for it to be really practical to get anything, but I'm gonna stay another half hour or so, fish into dark and hope that maybe we get a fish. If I do, obviously I'll come back to you. If not, we'll pick this up on the next one. Left hand rod. Okay, good morning. Here we are doing it again. It's about a week later. Don't normally do this, but I've come back to the exact same stretch because I want revenge. Yeah, I normally profess to move around a bit more and kind of not pressure as much areas, but we didn't land anything last time. We didn't even really, well, we hooked that first one here, but we lost it because I was messing about filming. And these two sessions are going to go in one video anyway, so the amount of exposure is the same regardless. But yeah, I want some revenge. I want to catch one from here. I've not got as long. Won't spend too long in each swims. I'll just pick the best ones from last week, give them a quick go. And yeah, man, it's -5 this morning. It's like a winter wonderland out here. But yeah, I'm gonna tidy things away. Won't film as much this time because you saw it all last week. And with a bit of luck, we'll catch. I really want a fish. I was on a right good streak of 4 good sessions in a row and I didn't manage to make it 5. So yeah, let's hope we get back on that roll now. One of these two just beeped. Well, it was one of yours. Yeah. Right, gave this first swim a good hour. Nothing happened, other than that couple of beeps, but actually looking at the amount of little birds hopping around, it could have been one of them landed on the rod. So we'll move to the next swim. I'm not going to film much from here on out because you saw it all last week. We've not got long and I just want to get on with the fishing. So yeah, fingers crossed we get something. So I know I said I wasn't going to film much today, but just got the rods out of my next swim. And yeah, that's ice in the margins there. Don't often see that on rivers. It's that kind of like slushy river ice. Yeah, quite funny, it's freezing. Right hand rod. Well, we've got one decent looking fish, you know, not a double or anything, but good sized fish. And yeah, I was just thinking about moving from this swim, and then it went. I was a little bit worried because I kind of had to reposition a bit to the right there, and I thought, oh, this is wasting time, got to strike early. But the hooks are still right on the edge and the fish barely fought, and that's a sign of very cold water. Man, well, it is cold, isn't it? It's literally ice. Right, let's get it out and have a look at it. Come on. I've had to come out into the field a little bit here, so we're in the sunlight, but that's a decent fish. And oh, funnily enough, only hooked on one hook, which is the single hook, using my single and treble combo there. We'll just, you know what, let's get control of this fish and get it unhooked. I'm messing about a bit here. Oh. Sometimes giving them a little straddle just means you're more in control. Yeah, there we go. So, bit of redemption there. I'm gonna say £8, something like that. That's a nice fish. That's good, that's what we wanted. Really good bite. No fight at all because of the conditions. But yeah, that's a good fish. It's freezing out here. This fish is like a block of ice. So have a good look at it. We'll get it back. A couple of pictures. Yeah, that's brilliant. Right, I'm not going to waste time with this fish here. It's so cold out here. My hands are freezing holding it. Damn. Willing to sacrifice. Cold as ice. This one back. Leaves and all. Fighting now. It didn't do any of it on the line. Let's just let it go if it wants to. Yeah. Nice one, under the ice. What's it playing at? Giving it the big one in the net, but doesn't do anything on the bank. Well. Okay, as always, quick show of a rig. You never know if someone new's watching a video, and in fact, statistically, most of my viewers are new viewers. So, yeah, I'll show you this now. It might be about as basic and common as a teenager in a North Face jacket, but man, it gets the job done and it works. The rig, not the jacket, that is. Yeah, honestly, I'm getting old and I'm already starting to be like, why do they all look the same? Anyway, right, let's move on. Thought I'd get that off my chest. You've got 18 inches of strong 30-pound wire, and what I've been doing this year a lot is using a single hook and a treble hook just to cut down on the number of hook points there. I do have 2 trebles on the other rig because that's kind of like industry standard, and they both work. But if I'm finding I'm catching consistently on this and not losing any fish that I put down to not having a treble here, then I think I'll just go forward with this because it works really well. You know, notice I put little red sleeves over my hooks. I always say when I'm reeling in or when I'm casting, I can pick out the hook bait really easily because of those red sleeves. So I'm sure the fish can as well. And pike being a very visual, not so riggy feeder, yeah, I'm very confident doing that. A bead up here, let me spin you around. A bead here that I've hooked my chair that separates the trace from the main line, and it's one of these little angled like rubber sleeves that my big eye swivel can sit on top of, and a nice big eye there, so the line can pull through easily and the fish don't feel too much weight. Little ledger link. I have been asked, why do I bother with that? Why don't I just put the ledger directly on the line? Well, by having a little link there, the line can pull through it so much more easily than if it was straight on the lead. I'm sure that would still work, but this can also plug into any soft lake beds or river beds, and you've still got that swivel sticking above. A lot of people put a float here, a little bit of polystyrene or whatever, but not particularly found that necessary, especially when I'm 9 times out of 10 fishing quite short range, so it's going to be tight and pulled up anyway. And then just a 3-ounce flat lead to keep it in position. Mainline, nice strong braid. This is around 50 pound, this braid. It means that if your hooks get stuck or whatever, you can wrap the braid around your arm, around a stick or something, pull really hard, and what will often happen is your hooks will straighten and you'll get everything back, rather than your mainline snapping and leaving a rig out there that a fish could potentially swallow and die, basically. So yeah, it saves us money and saves the fish. Right, that's the rig. I'm going to move swims I'm confident getting another bite in a swim on a river, but I think today, with time being against me, I think my best bet, since the rod's in anyway, is just to move to the next swim and start again, get on it. Another mince pie review coming up as well, so hold tight for that. Working my way through them, 2-in-1 video. I'm spoiling you, I'm spoiling myself. Bloody hell. Fatty Reeve over here. Right, let's get on the move. Right, mince pie review. Now, in here is a Tesco's mince pie. I don't know if it's their own, like, you know, standard range or like a luxury one. My manager Sarah gave me it. She was into the mince pie reviews. Like, I've got you one. So not only are you seeing me taste this for the first time, but you are seeing me see it for the first time, because I've not had it out the foil yet. I don't know if it's, well, it's looking like a short fatty to me. You know, I do like the ones that are thick. You know what I'm saying? But here we go. What's that left on rod doing? Is that just wind? I think that's just wind because it is out a bit further, that one. Anyway, here we go. Sugar or no sugar? I'm seeing sugar. Sugar. Oh! Oh, it's nice. It's got double stars on there. Can you see that? Small star inside of a bigger star. That's nice. So the sugar and the decoration, that's earned it an extra 0.2 there. Get in. And I realised I should probably smell them. Just smelling mackerel and bluey and pike. But yeah. Looks, smells like a mince pie. Looks like a nice mince pie. Ooh. Yeah, weird crimping around the sides. You seeing that? Anyway, let's do it. Small, we know that. Right, let's go. Good. Yes. Full to the top. Good taste. That's solid. The pastry's good. Not too sweet. It's not got any sort of like boozy buzz about it. Oh. I think the goo to currant ratio could have been a bit more in favour of the currant, sorry. But that was very nice, good flavour. Man, that's a solid. So it's got an extra 0.2. It's getting 7.6 plus 0.2. It's getting a 7.8, guys. Doesn't get past 8. 7.8, I'm comfortable with. Tesco, 7.8. Thank you, Sarah. We've done it. Kestrel hovering above. What a day to be out. And we've got a pike. Love it. Fantastic. 7.8. Left-handers pulled out. There we go, that's 2 fish, same bait, same rig. Man, just a bit further out in the current that time. It took me a couple of casts to get it out. I saw the first cast, but I thought that's maybe tangled, but I know it went down a bit deeper. So I just wound in, did the same cast again, a bit deeper. Brilliant. Might be a little bit of like a hole out there or something, but we got one. Here we go again. Similar size fish, possibly even a touch bigger maybe, on the same rig and the same hook bait as well, which is funny enough. Brilliant. Right, let's get those hooks out, hold her up for you, possibly get another couple of pictures of this one because it is lovely. Well, this fish is missing one of its mandibles, and last year I caught a fish from this stretch that had it hanging off, so I wonder if this is that same fish. Yeah, very interesting. It was around about this size. Could be, I'll have to look back. If it's the left mandible, then this is it. There, you see. Lovely, 2 fish. Cold again, my hands are so cold now. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. That's awesome. Right, I think I'll move swims again and fish one last go and then go home. Yeah, because I was only going to come out for a short time today. We've caught 2, so job's done. Yes. Right. Little show of the other side. More so when I go back through my films, I might be able to identify if this is the same fish or not. There you go. Is that the same fish, Danny? Who knows, mate? Brilliant. Yes. Woo. Shallow close in here, so use the net to get it out beyond it. Come on. Give this one a moment. I feel like I maybe put that last one back a bit quickly, so let this one have its moment in the net to recover. It can leave whenever it's ready now. There we go. See you later, mate. Thank you. Ooh. Going down that shelf really quickly. They know what they're doing. Right, that's it, early finish today, story of my life. I'll talk to you back in the car because it's quite loud out here. We'll have a little wrap up of what's gone on. There we go. Well, my hands are about to fall off. I'm freezing. But yeah, on Pike, great. The overnight temperatures were -5 and we still caught 2 fish today, and you know, they weren't tiddlers, decent sized fish, you know, kind of 7-8 pound that bracket. One of them fought particularly hard, which was really nice, and I'm glad I caught 2 because it's kind of like one is redemption for last time and the other is for today, so yeah, I'm buzzing about that. Yeah, this might be my last video before Christmas. Pretty sure it is, because I am 99% sure I won't be able to fish again before Christmas. So just say to you guys, if I don't see you again, thank you so much for watching this year. Hope you have a great Christmas, you know, if you're with your family, friends, whatever. Please enjoy yourself, and I'll see you next time. Yeah, thank you.